back to the early the 70s here, where my man Johnny Orr was the coach at Michigan and a great friend of mine, so love him to death.
141 pounds, he's ranked number 2 in the country, 3-time All-American, Big Ten finalist Nick Lee, and Drew Mattin up at 141 pounds for Michigan. Remember, Jim, a couple of years ago, he was down 125. He's moved up a couple of weight classes.
Yeah, pretty solid here, but he's going up against one of the most technically sound wrestlers I think that are out there. And, you know, we're going to get a good look at Nick Lee here, the 2021 version of Nick Lee, and the previous versions have been very good. Those great battles he's had.
He has been such a solid contributor in that lineup of hammers at Penn State. Coming in, he has outscored his opponents 44-4 this year.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why is just that. He's looked like he's dead to right on a low single right there. He's able to spread it out and really make his opponent work. It's just going to be such a great matchup here at some point in time when we get to see this here between he and Jaden Ironman. Just a conflict of styles. You know, the Riddler likes to let guys in there and go ahead and, you know, turn the corner on them, and Nick Lee likes to get in on the leg, you know, so there's going to be no problem with scoring and action in that match.
In the rankings, Ironman ranked number 1, Lee 2, and don't forget about Sebastian Rivera of Rutgers in that mix. 1, 2, 3 in the conference as Lee tacks on 2 more.
Are you kidding me? That is a great weight class right there with the top 3. Those are elite wrestlers. All 3 of them.
Chad Redd ranked 5th, so the Big Ten boasting 4 of the top 5, and Lee is just relentless, Jim. It is one thing after another, constant pressure, high attack rates.
Yeah, and tough in the top position when he needs to be, okay? And that's what he's, you know, like Spencer Lee, looking to pin more guys there this year. Got the near arm barred up there, working for the fall, trying to get bonus points for his team.
16 career falls for Lee.
Think about this for a second, Shane.
1 minute ride time.
This weight class, 141. We're getting an opportunity. You mentioned Sebastian Rivera. We're going to get an opportunity to watch that match on Big Ten Network here, because we're doing the semifinals this year. The 2-3 matchup in this matchup, you know, on Saturday night is going to be off the charts.
Like we see so often at the Big Ten tournament, potential championship final matches.
Yeah, the Big Ten semifinals are the equivalent, if not even better, than the NCAA quarterfinals.
Breakdown there by Lee's got Mattin flat. Mattin out of Delta, Ohio, Delta High School. Was 3rd as a freshman, then won 3 state titles. Had a solid year at 125 2 years ago. Won 20 matches for Michigan. Was 7th at the Big Tens at that weight class. Half a minute here in this first period. Lee with a pair of takedowns and that pressure on top.
He's got the leg in, going to a totally different sequence right now, working off the bars, now coming in with the leg. Mattin doing a nice job of kind of building his base back up, but he's got to be careful not to get his head stuffed too much there. Nice job of fighting off it. Now he comes from a cross space right there. He's going to plant the shoulder on the mat, work for that cradle. It's just not there.
4-1 first period for Lee. Of course, check us out at B1G Wrestling on Instagram. All kinds of great videos. Can go back and look at some of those on-the-mat features. The latest with Anthony Echemendia from Ohio State and his journey. Really good work done by our crew with those on the mat. Echemendia from Ohio State, coming over from Cuba. Fascinating story of resilience by the now Ohio State Buckeye. Piece is almost 9 minutes long, and you don't want to miss it again at B1G Wrestling on Instagram.
Just continues our commitment to the Big Ten Network's commitment to our sport here has just been fantastic, and showing, you know, those backstories about the athletes that represent the conference. Pretty cool.
We'll have a good one coming up at intermission with Penn State in their practice room. There's a return for Mattin, but Lee just never stops moving. Constant movement.
Yep, nice job of peeling the hands, but good job by Mattin with the, you know, bringing his hips to the party on that lift. Got a lot of riding time to make up, but he's doing the best he can here to maybe change the pace of this match, make Lee work a little harder to get out the mat. Now a nice front trip. Good sequence there by Mattin.
You've spoke about this, Jim, over the years. When you're on bottom, you can really make a guy work in that top position. That's what Lee was doing. Matt doing a nice job, but working extremely hard because of the activity of Lee underneath.
Good point, Shane. Yep. It's just that activity right there. It not only does it make it exciting wrestling here, but you got a guy that like Lee, who keeps that pace up high. And it's going to be interesting to watch him wrestle against the more elite guys in the top, position. Again, the matchups at this weight class at the Big Tens, I just can't wait for them. I just see one of these guys. Get a chance to see Rivera a little bit later, but every time you see these guys, you go, boy, this is going to be fascinating.
Lee up by 4, 42nd, second period. Damaging in that top position with riding time near 2 minutes. What impresses you most, Jim, about Nick Lee? So many great things that he brings to the mat.
I like the fact, he attacks both sides of the body. He prefers to attack Mattin's right leg. That's the lead leg right now. But he can attack it with his head to the outside, and also with the head to the inside, which makes kind of more of a swing action right there. He preferred maybe the head to the outside, but the snaps and go-behinds. And I think that what we saw when he had that big win against Joey McKenna, he did this type of stuff here where he's able to go ahead and you drop in on a leg on him, he can score. Right there, that little hip tilt right there, made popular in the 70s in freestyle. He brought that type of action there. You spread a guy, knock him to his hip, high leg over. It's an easy way to get points.
This is his 99th match in a Penn State singlet, Jim. I'll bet if you looked at every second of that footage, I'll bet he doesn't back up one time. He is constantly moving forward, taking territory on the attack. Just fun to watch. He's entertaining.
Yeah, and he's controlling as well. I mean, he does a lot of the things that you need to do to win against really great wrestlers. He's obviously working for bonus points the whole time here, but you can do only so much on the mat. The guy's not going to turn over. You got to turn it over to what you can do on the feet. He's going to go ahead and give the release.
So far this season, 2 tech falls and a major decision for Lee.
Again, give Matt some credit, hanging in there. 1 minute left. It's a 6-3 match, actually 7-3 with riding time that can't be broken.
Stay out of that grip.
Mattin redshirting last season. 60 seconds left here in the third. Riding time locked up, so we'll call it 7-3.
Action center. Warning green.
There's the second call, I believe.
One red.
A point to Lee.
Get out of that finger. Get out of that grip.
Penn State leading at 6-0 with decisions from Howard and Bravo Young at 125 and 133. Lee looking to add
30 seconds
here at 141.
And this is, again, we mentioned this with Bravo Young. This is where hitting something clean late in your career when everybody knows what you're about is tough to do, but nice little single leg shot there. Again, you see where he's attacking the other side of the body. That was actually the back leg of Matt, and he was able to get to it.
A takedown and a ride out would give him the major.
and the final score of the match at 141 pounds.
10-4 decision for Nick Lee.
Penn State 10, Michigan 4.
His 87th career victory.